What the heck is going on in here? Something I've never seen before. Welcome back to another insane true story animation, where today I'll be reacting to I Lived Like a Pig. Well, when I first read this title, I thought, there's nothing special about that. My room's a mess. I'm genuinely curious though, what does it mean to live like a pig? Was she raised by pigs? Or is she just super messy and unorganized? Because I know a lot of people like that. Anyway guys, before this video starts, make sure to check out yammymerch.com. Also subscribe if you haven't already. I'm trying to hit 3 million subscribers and apparently 64% of my viewers are not subscribed. Why?
Why would you not want to be subscribed to this?
I'm just kidding. But anyway guys, if you want to do that, it's free and it really helps me out. Let's watch this video. Headsets on. Show me how you live like a pig.
Hey, I'm Tessa.
Hi, Tessa!
And my brother Theo always wants to feel special and important.
Well, who doesn't? Am I right?
I guess that's why he suddenly became a vegan.
I mean, he probably became a vegan because he feels bad for animals and he wants to help the environment. I'm not sure if that's just to make him feel special.
Suddenly became a vegan, even though he had never cared about animal rights before.
Oh, well maybe he changed his mind. Maybe he got a pet hamster and decided that animals aren't so bad after all.
At first, I tried to ignore him, but he kept talking about how meat was murder, and I deserved to burn in hell just because I ate a hamburger.
So I'm totally okay with the idea of veganism, but when a vegan is telling you that what you're doing is wrong, that's where I draw the line.
I mean, it's just a burger, right? But then he said, you don't understand how much those animals suffer. I bet my next birthday and Christmas present that if you lived like an industrial pig for just 1 week, you would become a vegetarian afterwards and never eat meat again.
Girl, I think you got yourself a challenge. He wants you to live like an industrial pig.
Well, it was summer vacation and I had nothing better to do.
Okay, you had nothing better to do than live like an industrial pig. I can think of so many things that you could have done instead of this. Like watch Netflix, spend hours continuously scrolling through TikTok, and eating like a pig, not living like one.
So I agreed to his stupid bet. 2 days later, he had built a cage for me in our barn.
It sounds like both of you need a hobby. First of all, you don't have anything better to do than live like a pig, and apparently your brother has nothing better to do than build a giant steel cage in the garage. This family needs some help.
It was so tiny. And when I went inside, I could only stand straight or lie down, but there was no space to move or walk around. And then my brother threw a load of mud on me to make things more realistic.
Okay, that's pretty gross. Was the mud really needed? Also, I saw a frame pop up during this video and it terrified me. I don't know where it was.
There was no
what was
space
that?
to move or walk around.
What was that? Background changed to smaller cage and a sad one-punch man. I think we've just found a glitch in the Matrix. I don't think we should be seeing this right now, but I've seen it. This is a behind-the-scenes sneak preview of how they make these stories and how they storyboard them.
But I quickly got used to it. Much worse was the boredom.
I can't for a minute imagine how boring it is just laying in a cage. Especially when you know you can be doing other things. I guess the difference with pigs who've been raised in these cages is they have no idea anything else beyond this exists, so they don't even miss things. They don't miss things they never had. Like this girl probably just wants to go on her phone, but she can, because she's a pig now.
I had no phone and no one to talk to. After 4 long hours, I called my brother Theo because I needed to go to the toilet. But he said that I wasn't allowed to do that because pigs like me live and sleep in their own feces.
Please don't tell me she's about to defecate in the cage. Oh no! What have these stories become?
In the end, we came to a compromise. I could use the bathroom twice a day if Theo could dump pig meat from our neighbor's farm on me.
I don't know if that's a good deal. I personally would not be happy with that deal. What? He gets to throw pig poo over her hair. I'm sorry, but this just sounds like a nightmare. You agreed to it though. You must be crazy, girl.
Oh man, I was so naive. He also mixed it with water, so it went everywhere on my body.
Theo is twisted in the head. His poor sister. I bet there are so many people out there right now wishing that they could do this to a certain sibling of theirs. What I would have done to be able to throw pig poo over my brothers when I was younger. This would have been great. I would have loved this.
It was so gross. But I couldn't complain because it was part of the deal. And industrial pigs really do live in their own feces.
But just look how cute he is. I know he's bathing in literal poo right now, but he looks so cute. I just want to squeeze his cheeks.
Their living conditions are awful. To make things worse, on the third day, I got a cold. I mean, no wonder. The only reason industrial pigs don't get sick is because they're pumped full of antibiotics and medicine.
Well, you know, you are living like a pig, so that means that we're going to inject you with loads and loads of antibiotics. No, is that not a part of this challenge? I thought it was. I thought she was living like a true industrial pig. She should get the vaccines too, you know, to help against the pig poo flu that she has.
At some point, our dog, Popo, sneaked into the barn, and when he saw me, he started barking because he was so worried about me.
I can't imagine how traumatic that would be for the dog to see his owner laying in a steel cage covered in pig poo. I bet he was like, what the heck is going on in here? Something I've never seen before.
In that moment, I realized that if someone put their dog in a cage and left them in their own filth, that they would go to prison for animal abuse.
Maybe you should call the police on your brother. No, that would be terrible. Don't do that, but you could.
And there is no reason to treat a dog better than a pig.
Why is the dog wearing a t-shirt? And why is the pig wearing a pair of glasses?
I mean, did you know that pigs are more intelligent than dogs?
So I've heard that pigs are actually easier to train than a dog. So maybe by putting glasses on the pig, it's showing that this pig is more intelligent, you know, because the dog's not wearing glasses and the pig is.
When my brother Theo came into the barn, he chased Popo away saying, "Pigs don't have friends."
Why does he have to be mean to the dog though? The dog doesn't have a clue what's going on.
But luckily, Popo got my parents and led them.
What is this? Have these guys messed up again? I can see the scenes, first of all. I mean, look at this. The wall is coming out and I can see it into the background there. I can see the storyboard. All right, anyway, that's not a part of the story. I'm getting distracted.
But luckily, Popo got my parents and led them to the barn where they found me in the cage covered in pig feces, suffering from a cold. My parents immediately stopped the so-called "my sister is a pig" experiment and sent me to take a shower and get some rest.
Why does she look so sad about it though? It's like she didn't want the challenge to end.
After this experience, I know firsthand how bad the living conditions of industrial animals are.
I mean, you could have just gone to an industrial pig farm and seen it with your own eyes. You didn't actually have to live like a pig. That was your own choice. Girl, you're crazy.
Many industrial animals are force-fed until they collapse under their own weight. And baby pigs are separated from their mothers at a young age.
It's so sad, but it's also so true and something that everybody should know about. We should all know where our food comes from, so I do find stories like this pretty good for teaching people certain topics.
Even though pigs are very social animals, just like us humans. Imagine taking a toddler away from its mother.
I couldn't imagine doing that, and I don't want to do that. Or imagine it. My feelings are being hurt right now. This is so sad.
You wouldn't, right? You know how much pain it would cause? And it's the same for pigs. My brother Theo was wrong about one thing though. Despite my experience, I didn't become a vegetarian or vegan. Instead, I decided to only eat free-range meat from animals which live outdoors under humane conditions.
That is a good compromise. Organic food and free-range food is much better anyway.
Unfortunately, that kind of meat is very expensive, and my family can't afford it very often.
It is very expensive to eat like that.
I strongly believe that someday we will look back on factory farming of animals the way we look back on human slavery. There really is no difference. We're exploiting living creatures for our own convenience.
This video took a turn I was not expecting. I really wanted a KFC, and now I don't know if I do. Is that the purpose of this animation? Oh gosh, this is real sad. This took a turn.
And I know some people will argue that eating meat is natural, but so is murder. Humans have been killing each other for tens of thousands of years.
Why did she just say that? Is she gonna become a murderer in the next story? It escalates so quickly. She goes from living as a pig to killing everyone. This story is wild.
But we still made it illegal, and for good reasons. So even if, like me, you don't want to go completely vegetarian, you can at least reduce the amount of meat you are eating or only eat meat by free-range animals.
Honestly, I think people should just do what they want. Eat whatever you want. I've had takeaways for the past 3 days now. Probably don't eat like me. Please eat some vegetables.
Anyways, thank you for listening to my story.
Wow, okay. I honestly thought this story was gonna be about a girl who was raised as a pig, but no, was I completely wrong? Yes, I was. If you enjoyed this video and you want to watch another, click here and let's go watch it together.